Yo, what up YouTube? It's Casper. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the movie Penguins of Madagascar. So let's get straight to it. Saw the cover and I was like, damn, I haven't seen Madagascar in a long time. So I've never seen the penguin side of it. Do remember Madagascar. So the movie is basically about Skipper, Kowalski, Rico, and Private. They joined forces with undercover organization called the North Wind. The North Wind and the Penguins are trying to stop the evil villain Dr. Octavius. He's known as Dave. Dave wants to destroy the world because he's jealous on how all the people in the world think penguins are cuddly and adorable, and no one finds him adorable. Because in his prime, everyone thought he was cute and adorable too, and then it just faded away. So that's what the movie is about. It's just the penguins, join forces with the North Wind to stop the Octavius dude, Dave. So the movie Penguins of Madagascar is a 2014 movie. It's rated PG and it's an hour and 32 minutes. Directed by Eric Darnell and Simon J. Smith. The movie for me was absolutely very funny. I actually had an amazing, great time watching this. The introduction with the penguins being introduced in their homeland, I thought that was very funny. It's very eye-catching, great introduction. It felt like you're reading a book, like far, far away in the Antarctic side of the world. We have these penguins doing their thing. I thought it was very funny. I like the extra comedic stuff, saying that's why we have camera crews looking at us penguins. I thought the small detail in that was pretty funny. Humor was great. When the whole gang finds the egg just doing its thing, sliding around, I thought that was creative as well. It brought that extra detail that needed in the beginning. Flowed very well in the beginning. I had a great time in the beginning. When the villain gets introduced, he came into the scene just looking very sloppy. So I'm like, what the heck? This dude has no bones in his body. This dude came in looking like the inflatable floating tube man, something like that. He was pretty funny. John Malkovich. So he plays the character Dave. Dave as a villain did a good job. Kind of had a little look of The Incredibles, of the evil villain there, but the character in here, the evil guy, he actually made me laugh. He had a jelly type of body, which made it even look funnier. In fact, that he gets introduced as an octopus, thought that was creative as well. The jokes with him were very funny. How he interacted with the penguins, you can see that he's a straight hater. The tone and the lines and the way they put out that emotion of just being irritated with anything, either with the penguins or just not having any love with themselves, I thought the emotions were put out very well. The gang of the penguins. The names are Skipper, Kowalski, Private, and Rico. All of them are hilarious. I love every single penguin in this movie. They're funny, give me 007 vibes. They're smart. Each one has their own character. I just love how each penguin has their own characteristics. Each penguin is a different vibe. Each penguin is like a side of the brain of a personality, and I loved it. Skipper, he's played by Tom McGrath. Very hilarious. Just with his lines and specific tone to make it seem like he's the boss. The other penguins compliment him very well. Skipper makes me laugh because the choices of the lines in here were very on point. I just love the fact that Skipper relies on just his natural skill and his natural ability to just flow of being a boss. There's like a scene in the movie where Skipper hopes his plan goes well, but it doesn't go the right way, but something else ends up happening. Skipper was just like, you see boys, you don't underestimate the plan, you just keep going, something like that. But I thought the way he did it was very funny, and Tom McGrath, who plays Skipper, did an amazing job. His voice was on point. A lot of these penguins have short lines. I thought the short lines were actually perfect for them. The short one-liners for each penguin is on point. I loved it. I also like the direction of each scene. Each scene is very different in the movie. Each scene is very creative. It's not just focused in one spot. You see the penguins going in the planes, in a box. You see the penguins at the zoo. You see them dreaming. So they're very creative with their scenes. It wasn't just placed in one area. Every scene in this movie made the penguins look more adorable. I thought it was funny too to see other characters think penguins are adorable as well, because it just sidetracked the penguins. They're like, man, this is what humans or other people think of us. Cute, adorable, cuddly. And I thought that was very funny as well. Each character has a unique tone. I like how there's this specific details that makes each character stand out. Every penguin looks different by their eyes, the way they walk. I love the 007 vibes with the penguins. That's their lifestyle, is just straight action. I love that. Action scenes flowed very well with the characters. Each scene gets more creative as it keeps going, steps it up every single time. So I'm surprised with the entertainment in this movie, for it being only an hour and 30, that each scene with the entertainment just kept going up, and going up. It didn't drag at all. I like the sentimental stuff in there too. Get a little emotional because these penguins start to show their feelings. I like the extra point where Private wants to show Skipper that he's part of the gang. Skipper looks at Private like just cute and cuddly, but Private wants to show that he's valuable to the team. Later in the movie, you see that he's valuable and he wasn't just an outcast, meaning that he's just cuddly and cute and stuff like that, that he actually has value within himself. And I like that extraness that they put in the movie, and I think it flowed very well. Private is played by Christopher Knights. Christopher Knights did a good job with Private. The voice was on point. Kowalski, I liked him as well because he was very smart. His tone just sounds proper. It just sounds like he reads a lot of English style books. He has a lot of information kept in his head, and whenever he says something, it just sounds naturally smart. And he's played by Chris Miller, so Chris Miller did a good job. Rico is played by Conrad Vernon. Rico was just another compliment to the whole gang. I love the whole gang for the Penguins. I love the fact that they had their own movie, and it was a good, great, amazing idea to do this. Yeah, so there's a lot of other actors in the movie that do voiceover. Kan Jeong, he's low-key in the movie as well. He's known in the Rush Hour movies. Overall, everyone in the movie who was part of this did a great job. Lines were perfect. The music in the background that emphasized the action scenes did all well. It's a perfect movie to watch. I had a great time. It flew very fast, even though it is a short movie. Not boring at all. I love how these penguins do their own thing, not even really thinking, but they're smart in their own direction. When they see Cheetos in the movie, it's like they're kryptonite, just like they have to have Cheetos. So that's pretty funny as well. I love every creative scene that they pulled in here. This movie right here is following the third Madagascar movie, so it's continuing from the third one. If I'm wrong, let me know on that. After my watching Penguins of Madagascar, I'm gonna have to give it a 9 out of 10. So that's my movie review for the movie Penguins of Madagascar. Shout out to you guys for tuning into the video, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, y'all.